To R2P Soft IT classes. I am RR Pandey. Today we would discuss about ASP.NET MVC MCQ test part 2 for interview point of view. Let's start. Question 22. Does ASPX View Engine supports for TDD, test data driven test data development, test data designing? A yes, B no, C none. B no. Friends, here we would discuss difference between ASPX and Razor View Engine. First is ASPX View Engine. System.web.mbc.waveform View Engine is the namespace for ASPX View Engine. Default View Engine from the beginning, MVC version 1.0. .aspx is file extension for web page and .ascx is for user controls. No support for TDD, test driven development. ASPX View Engine is comparatively fast. No support for cross-site scripting attack. Razor View Engine. Razor View Engine system.web.razor is the namespace for Razor View Engine. Introduced in ASP.NET MVC version 3. .cshtml with C# and .vbhtml with VB extension for views, layout and partial views. Supports TDD, test driven development. It is slow as compared to ASPX View Engine. Supports for cross-site scripting attacks. Next, 23. How to print value from controller to view in MVC. A. viewback.ecm detail equals to your message in double quote, and in view you can write at the rate of viewback.ecm detail. B. viewback.ecm detail equals to double quote my message, and in view viewback.ecm detail. C. viewback.ecm detail equals to double quote my message, and in viewback.ecm detail. D. None. Your answer is A. viewback.ecm detail and your message, and this would print in view at the rate of viewback.ecm detail. Next, 24. If you have already implemented different filters, then what will be the order of these filters? A. Authorization filters. First, authorization filters. Second, action filters. Third, response filters. Fourth, exception filters. Answer is first, authorization filters. Second, action filters. Third, response filters. And fourth, exception filters. 25. Can you specify different types of filters in ASP.NET MVC application? First, authorization filters. I authorization filter. Second, action filters. I action filters. Third, result filters, result filters. Fourth, exception filters, exception filters. Answer is first start authorization filter, authorization filter. Second, action filters, action filter. Third, result filters, result filter. Fourth, exception filters, exception filter. 26. What are the advantages of using ASP.NET routing? A. Helps developers in the debugging troubleshooting mode by providing information about routes. B. Reduces the chances for errors. If a route is modified incorrectly, then root config.cs, then it may affect the entire application's routing. C. May decouple controller and action names from root entirely. D. Easy to map two routes pointing to the same action. Answer is A. Helps developers in debugging troubleshooting mode by providing information about routes. B. Reduces the chances for errors. If a route is modified incorrectly in root config.cs, then it may affect the entire application's routing. C. May decouple controller and action names from root entirely. D. Easy to map two routes pointing to the same action. 27. What is the significance of ASP.NET routing? Answer is ASP.NET introduced routing to eliminate needs of mapping each URL with a physical file. Routing enables us to define URL pattern that maps to the request handler. This request handler can be a file or class. Here the default root configuration script. First we would declare the default root name, then URL, default URL, controller, action or ID. By default, routing is defined under global.aspx file. MVC ASP.NET uses routing to map between incoming browser requests to controller action methods. Friends, here let's understand the whole pattern through this figures. The ASP.NET routing is defined in root config.cs file, and register routes is a method. Root collection routes. First we will declare the route to ignore. Routes.ignore route. Resource.axd/* info. Then a declaration of default route. Routes.map route. First we will declare the default route name. Here default is a root name. URL double quote controller slash action slash id. URL pattern, this is URL pattern. And third one is defaults. Here we will also declare a root. Default root, new controller equals to home, action index, id equals to URL parameter dot optional. 28. Can be it possible to share single view across multiple controllers in MVC? Yes. Answer is yes. It is possible to share a view across multiple controllers by putting a view into the shared folder. By doing this, you can automatically make the view available across multiple controllers. 29. Are MVC and Web API merged into one in MVC 6? A yes, B no, C both A and B, D none. A yes. 30. Does MVC 6 introduce new JSON project based structure? A yes, B no, C both A and B, D none. Answer is yes. 31. Does MVC 6 allow only save change hitting the save but then refreshing the browser to reflect changes? A yes, B no, C both A and B, D none. Answer is A yes. 32. Does vNext is now open structured via the .NET Foundation and open to public contribution? A yes, B no, C both A and B, D none. Answer is A yes. 33. Can vNext runs on both Mac and Linux today? Mono version. A yes, B no, C both A and B, D none. Answer is A yes. 34. What is the difference between MVC model view controller and MVP model view presenter? This is answer, and we will start from MVP pattern. View is more loosely coupled to the model. The presenter is responsible for binding the model to the view. Be easier to unit test because interaction with the view is through an interface. C. Usually view to presenter map 1 to 1. Complex views may have multi-presenters. MVC pattern. A. Controller are based on behaviors and can be shared across views. B. Can be responsible for determining which view to display. 35. How does work Viewstart in MVC ASP.NET? A Viewstart is used to layout of the application. B. Viewstart is used like master page in traditional forms ASP.NET pages. C. Viewstart render first in views. D. A, B, C. E. None. Answer is D. A, B, C. Viewstart is used to layout of the application. B. Viewstart is used like master page in traditional forms ASP.NET pages. C. Viewstart render first in the views. 36. Viewstart code snippet. Answer is A. At the rate of curly braces, layout equals to double quote tilde slash views slash shared slash underscore layout dot cshtml double quote semicolon braces close. 37. Viewstart comes under which folder name? A. Views. B. Account. C. Shared. D. Home. Answer is A. Views. 38. Does Viewstart override all views layout template under views folder in MVC? A. Yes. B. No. C. Both A and B. D. None. Answer is A. Yes. 39. What is the name of default Viewstart page in ASP.NET MVC? A underscore viewstart dot cshtml. V underscore layout dot cshtml. C underscore login dot cshtml. D. None. Answer is A underscore viewstart dot cshtml. 40. Can we use third-party view engine using ASP.NET MVC engine? Answer is yes. Below are the top 5 alternative ASP.NET MVC view engines, but it is recommended that you should not try it. First, Spark. A. Spark Castle Monorail Framework Projects. Open source. It is popular as MVC Contrive library. B. NHAML in ML works like inline page templating. C. NDJANGO uses F# language. D. HASIC uses VB.NET XML. E. BELLE VUE for ASP.NET View. It respects HTML class first. 41. What is scaffolding using ASP.NET MVC Engine? Answer is scaffolding is a technique used by many MVC frameworks like ASP.NET MVC, Ruby on Rails, Cake PHP and Node.js, etc. to generate code for basic CRUD, create, read, update and delete operations against your database effectively. Further, you can edit or customize this auto-generated code according to your need. Scaffolding consists of page templates, entity page templates, field page templates, and filter templates These templates are called scaffold templates and allow you to quickly build a functional data-driven website. 42. What is the life cycle in ASP.NET MVC Engine? This is the answer, and this includes the steps of life cycle in ASP.NET MVC Engine. Step 1. Fill root. global.asax file will hit first. Step 2. Fetch root. It will gather information about controller and action to invoke. Step 3. Request context. Step 4. Controller instance. It calls controller class and methods. Step 5. Executing action. It determines which action to be executed. Step 6. Result in view. No action method executed and results back response to view in differentiating forms like JSON, view result, file results, etc. Friends, this life cycle is shown in a diagram. Let's understand it first. If we request for a web page, then it will successfully proceed, and a step first would follow. Fill root, then root table, then second step would follow fetch root, and then URL routing module. If request fail, then it will directly goes to URL routing module. Then step 3 will follow request context created, then MVC handler step, then step 4 controller instance created, then execute. After that, controller action invoker, then execute action. This is step 5. Then result sent. This is step 6. In view result, and view result would present the page in JSON result, file result, and other type of results. Friends, please like this video, subscribe the channel and share the channel. Thank you very much. Thank you.